For centuries, the remains of the past have spoken in whispers, fragments of ceramics, buried bones, forgotten inscriptions. In a corner of northern England, a group of archaeologists have achieved something unusual: to discover the footprint of a human hand of the 3rd century, marked on the remnants of a Roman funerary ritual, a finding that connects directly with people who lived almost 1800 years ago. If you are interested in history and archaeological discoveries, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and give like to this video. Each subscription helps us to continue sharing fascinating content about the past and its mysteries. The discovery took place in York, ancient Roman Iberacum, a key city in the northern part of the empire. In the framework of the Seeing the Dead project of the University of York, unusual funeral practices that took place during the region during the 3rd and 4th centuries AD are studied. The use of liquid plaster to cover the bodies has bewildered archaeologists for decades. This plaster, based on calcium sulfate, was heated and mixed with water to form a liquid that, when hardened, preserved the shape of the body. What is surprising is that in some cases, the plaster was manually manipulated as a thick paste, which reveals a more direct contact with the deceased. In one of the sarcophagi were found impressions of human fingers, clear and drawn, which remained hidden for centuries. These traces belong to people who molded the plaster on the corpse, an intimate act that contains a huge symbolic burden. This case is exceptional, since the sarcophagus found in the 19th century preserves the plaster in an extraordinary way. The traces were so well preserved that it was possible to identify the buds of the fingers and the gesture of straightening the surface, revealing a unique physical contact with the dead. The treatment of the corpses in Iberacum was different from that of other Roman funeral contexts. The direct manipulation of the bodies raises questions about the identity of those who left the footprints. Were they family members, slaves, or professional morticians? Genetic analysis of the plaster is expected to provide answers. This type of burial was not a standard practice, but a specific custom of the region. The body was not simply deposited, but carefully treated, coated with a material that immortalized it underground, creating a link between the living and the dead. From a technical point of view, plaster acted as a negative mold of the body. As it decomposed, it left a cavity that preserved the general forms and gestures of those who prepared the body. This ritual had a deep religious and emotional significance. The traces found are human marks, which connect us with people from a very different world. This finding reminds us that behind each gesture there is a story, a bond that challenges time and speaks more than 1,000 words. The University of York's Seeing the Dead project continues to investigate these burials. Each fragment of plaster is a window into the past and a mirror of our relationship to death.